I got to meet Micah Parsons in person, Coach, a few weeks ago, and he took my seat, literally, that I'm talking to you from. Like he wanted to ask me questions, and I got up out of my chair and sat in the guest seat. That kid, he's convincing. Let's just put it that way. You know, when it all comes down to it.
He's got a lot of personality, and I'm really proud of him. He's come a long way. We recruited him out of Harrisburg High School, and he came here, and he just really thrived and flourished under the structure and the discipline. Graduated from Penn State in 3 years. I don't think enough people talk about that with Micah. And then obviously he's gone on to have a fantastic NFL career so far. So a lot of excitement. I'm happy for a lot of things that are happening for him off the field as well.
Well, I mean, he didn't, as we all know, play for the year before he was drafted. What do you think is going on with college football in the way maybe it makes it easier for a transition to the pros than back in the day, maybe when you were even coaching at Green Bay in 05, that 1 year you were there? I mean, because it seems that we're seeing a transition for some players be more natural than others. Coach.
Yeah, I think it's a couple things. Well, first of all, I just want to be clear. He was going to play, and the Big Ten canceled the season.
Yes.
So Micah, was not one of these guys that was going to opt out. The Big Ten canceled the season. He had signed with an agent, started training in California, and then a couple weeks later, the Big Ten changed that decision.
Right.
I just want to be clear on that.
No, we all unfortunately remember all of that.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're exactly right. But, yeah, I think a couple things. I think part of it is very similar to in college, right? It's a little bit less of an old-school mentality where rookies don't play and freshmen don't play. If they're good enough to play and they're talented enough to play, you better get them on the field. And I think the NFL has taken a more aggressive approach with those types of things. There's still probably some arguments at the quarterback position. What is the best way to do it? But I just think there's more of an aggressive approach when it comes to GMs and the scouting department and the coaches to say, look, this guy's talented. He may not be able to do everything, but he can do some of the things, and let's start with those things and continue to let him grow and evolve as the season goes on. And, that's kind of what I'm seeing. And, we've been fortunate to have some guys like Micah go in and be able to impact early. I think Dan Quinn did a great job as well. I spoke to Dan. I thought Dan did a great job, not only from a coaching perspective, but he did a great job with me. Dan would call me. I probably talked to him 6 times during the season where there'd be a different thing going on. He wanted to ask me my opinion on how to work with Mike and how to handle this with Micah, and could I reinforce this with Micah? And I think Dan's just got a really good understanding that it's more than just the schemes and the X's and O's. It's about how to relate to players, how to connect with players. And I know him and Dan have a really good relationship, and Dan worked at it. So I think, Mike is one of these guys. He's going to thrive in that type of system when he's got a really good relationship with his position coach and coordinator.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.